Hello everybody, my name is Zuasha and I am going to display my Creeper Stadium that I just finished. This is my second solo build and there are a few things that I struggled with, but hopefully you guys still enjoy it. So let's see here. This is the outside, this is the street to my city, and we're going to fly around a little bit of it because it is pretty massive. And of course this is home of the Creepers. Creeper Stadium. I like to try to do as much detail as possible. This is where you buy your tickets. You got one outside and one inside type of a place to go. This is the side for the guests. Going to show you around. Parking lot's not that interesting, so we're just going to kind of skip over it a little bit, but this is the middle of the build, everywhere you see the footballs. Now, I'm not much of a football fan, but, you know, I thought it might be a little bit of fun. Got your monitors that you can see from the parking lot as well as from the stadium itself. Advertisements. I had a lot of struggles trying to make this build not look quite so flat once I got the stadium itself built. And that's where the advertisements came in. This is the Creepers or the Creeps side to buy your tickets. And I'm just going to take a good circle around so that you can see all the outside work before we kind of head on in and take a look. All right, so that's the circle, that's the outside of the stadium. And you come in here from the street. This is the way that the guests go. That's the way that they will meet in the middle, where this will actually take you to the guest side. We'll start on the guest side. Like my previous build, there's a lot of stuff that is mimicked on both sides. With such a huge build, kind of can't be helped. But here we have our computers where they can bring up tickets for all those ticket holders. That's the one for if you're out front. Once you get your ticket, come on inside here and you've got two places you can go. You can go up the stairs like the arrows are pointing, or you can go to the VIP section. We will go ahead and start in the VIP section. All right, so first things first. Here is where the guest football team locker rooms are and the guest cheerleading team's locker rooms are. They're identical aside from coloring. They got their showers. You got some bathrooms. TSMC gave me that banner that looks like a mirror. I really like that. And of course, you got your typical toilets and how to dry your hands. And then, of course, you got your locker rooms, or your lockers, I should say. Football side looks identical. And this is where they go out at the 50-yard line onto the field. This is the main stadium. You can see the VIP sections down there towards the ground with the windows. This is, of course, the guest side. So we have our welcome guest sign on their sideline. That is how you get to the Creeper side or the home team side. Again, identical on both ends as far as the bathrooms and everything is concerned. But you got your TVs like I was talking about. Now we're here at the field goal. You have the band, because majority of the time they'll bring their team band. This is the Creepers band size. Got the men's room and the women's room, basically identical to the others, but this is for the band. And instead of what we had in there, we have the band practice room. Now, one of my biggest features for this build would happen to be the signs, excuse me, of all the different helmets. I've got some real life stuff in there with Georgia and Rams and Chargers and stuff along that line. And then, of course, I've got, this is one of my besties, that's his skin. And then, of course, you got your pillagers, your witch, your zombie, villager. You got the home team, which is the Creepers, but I put a smiley face on him instead. Come over to here, you got the guest helmet, you got the skeletons, the pigmen, the Steves, the Indiemen. You got the Withers. I had a lot of fun making those, even though, like I said, I'm not a football fan. So you go back through here. We're going to go ahead and go back to the VIP section so that I can show you at least a couple of the insides. So coming back here, that's how you came into the VIP section. You got advertisements on the walls, all the different foods and stuff that I made for this. And you got your shops. This is ice cream and sweets. You got your drinks, your coffee, your beer, your mixed drinks, martinis, Coke, milk. You got a seating area. Let's go Creepers. Yeah, I even put that on the guest side too. You know, advertisements again along the wall, kind of evenly spaced. You got your cotton candy or snacks with your chocolate popcorn, your regular popcorn, caramel popcorn, your nachos, French fries, peanuts, cotton candy, all that fun stuff. You got your ketchup and mustard. Oops. Not used to going without my hands on, but ketchup and mustard. Got your sandwiches or your food, pizza, pasta, fries, salads, sandwiches, tacos, burritos, wraps, hot dogs, hamburgers, some more paraphernalia as well as some seating areas. And of course, you've got all the different helmets and stuff, the team paraphernalia that you can purchase. Of course, on each end, you've got the bathrooms, which are pretty much like it's a bathroom. Not too interesting. These are the VIP rooms, or the bars, where they serve the drinks. They have the TVs so that you could watch the commentators and stuff along that line. And look at there, I'm on the guests' sideline watching the game as well through the windows. Each of these rooms, you know, this is a lot of space in here, and it was hard to figure out what to fill it all with, but, you know, and that's why a lot of stuff is repetitive, but I think I did all right, especially for being kind of new to doing my own thing. So Got your bar. This is one of the longer rooms. Got a couple of bars in here. You know, get you a martini, a coffee, something along that line. Some beer. You know, I think the artwork probably took the longest for all of it. But all the VIP rooms to the right. And then, of course, same shops all the way to the left. Both VIP sections look like that. Of course, this is the entrance again. If I wasn't good enough to be VIP, I would be going upstairs, where you have advertisements again. And then, of course, you've got your stand where you get your ketchup and your mustard and your napkins and stuff along that line. I just realized now that I forgot napkins on the one downstairs, but, you know. So, you got the different shops again upstairs. And then, of course, your little storeroom, which I didn't really do anything with. But all the different shops. I'll probably add the storerooms later. All the different advertisements. And one side of the stairs. Oh, that's fun. I missed a whole row of lights up there. That's all right. I'll get those later. You got men's room over here. And of course, you got the signs pointing to the men's room. When you come in here, you've got this section and then the stairs. You can't get to the other half of the field from here. You have to go down the stairs and then back up. But you can come along the front part here. And then you have the men and women's restroom in the middle here. I mean, you know, big park like this, you need some restrooms. And then it repeats again over here. You got the women's restroom because the men's was on the far other end. And then you got your shops again. Now these are the stairs I was talking about. In order to get across, you would literally have to go down the stairs and then up the stairs to get back over here unless you could fly. You know, but it's basically just a repeat. This took me roughly about a week to build. And as I said, it's only my second solo project. Using the glowstone, I like to hide my lighting as best as possible. So using the glowstone, I didn't have to worry about trying to do stadium lights, but just for added effect, I made it look like spotlights here. You know, I got a couple, we are the creepers, and I made them smiling, so you got a couple of little things on the inside as well to explain or to cover up some things and make it not look so bare as well or so square. Creepers side of the field. But yeah, this is my stadium. I think I did a really good job hiding the glowstone or hiding the sea lanterns as the lines, hiding the sea lanterns underneath the carpeted areas, you know, so I didn't have to put a whole bunch of lighting all over the place. It's one of the things I enjoy doing when I try to build is making room to be able to put stuff underneath. I could do something fancier with the lighting, as all I have right now is the glowstone in the ceiling. But it's a stadium, I think it should look a little rugged. And I was going to keep it a little dark because sometimes those tunnels are dark. But, you know, I mean, I like to be able to show off my work and be able to, you know, keep things light and bright, even though no monsters pop in this world for me. But, you know, the sprites are what took the most time, and the banners. You know, I tried to do as much creativity as possible to show what I'm trying to sell, what I'm trying to advertise. In fact, this is my Paul's paintings. This is some of the other work that I have done. These are all the little sprites or whatever that when I did my casino, which is my first video. and first build. Of course, I had some of these on the video for the slot machines. My little helmets, I still got one more I want to try to make, but I'm waiting for a friend to log in so that I could see if I can make one after his sprite or his character. All the foods, and of course these foods can be used in other places in the city, which is what I really like. But I try to get them all kind of organized here. Pretty soon I'm going to end up having to make this place grow or make a second one. Maybe that'll be one of my next buildings, is making an actual building for this place. Now, I'm just kind of going to give you a little run around of my city real quick. I mean, not a whole big thing, but TSMC is one of my favorite builders. And a lot of this stuff I got off of him. But this is my city. Almost Addicted is another one that I like. It started off me doing exactly what other people did, just to kind of learn how to use different blocks. And then, of course, I ended up tweaking things a little bit. This was one of Almost Addicted's, and I tweaked it quite a bit towards the end to add my taste to it. Building that stuff. I also got to add some flavor to my ice cream shop and ice cream truck, and the sprites are a bit tough at times, but I think they're very worth it. I even have a video on making one of the sprites, or the pictures or the maps or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, this is my city. This is stuff that I've been working on, and I'm only just branching out into my own builds. Don't know what I'm going to build next. But depending upon what I decide and how big I decide to make it, I may make a video, I may not. I'm not very good at the tutorials. I'm not even good at the there's my baseball field. It's more like Little League though here. But I'm not very good at all this yet, but I'm branching out. And so I hope you enjoy the tour. This is one of my favorite stores here, my pet store. Got your little kitties, and your birdies, and your pandas. This mall, I got the building off somebody else, and then I designed the stores inside each of the stores in the mall. Some of them are kind of spread out. This one I'm still working on. This is my redstone store. This is where you kind of put a few redstone contraptions and how they work and let them be able to see it. So there's an underneath so that you can actually see how different things work, like my armor sorter. I've got my Freddy's furniture, where you have a window view of different furniture. Got a lot of novice builders, so I found some furniture ideas that I liked and just kind of put them around. Nothing fancy. Got your food court with the tables outside, and when you walk inside, you got a soup store or soups and salads. You got meat. I haven't put all the extra stuff that I just recently made in here yet. This is the bread shop. Excuse me, fish. Act with the fish. So fresh they catch it while you wait. You got your Veggies Delight. Sweet shop, which of course I've got plenty more to add to that now. You got your Boost Juice, one of my friends made. Your potion shop. And that's our little food court. And you got different shops like Boomer's Banners. This is actually one of my favorite shops as well. Just kind of go along and all the different banners that you make and stuff. We kind of keep them here, and that way if anybody wants to grab some, they can come in here. And whenever I make any new banners, this is where I store them. I'm going to have to make a new shop for this one too, because we're getting a little overcrowded over here. I might make an extra or a separate shop and then just change the mall a little bit. Oh, excuse me. Woolly Bully, which is just basically anything wool related. Got the jump zone and car park and trash bins. And this, of course, is on the rail. It's just got all the different things dealing with railroads. Al's Armors, repair and buy armor. You got Tommy's Tools, all the different tools. Enchant Me. Of course, like most malls, you got little kiosks. This one happens to be Really. And that's the food court again. Let's see. I think that's Boomer's banners there, so we're good on that end. Keep coming this way. This was Tommy's Tools, which, you know, of course, you got your cheapos, your amazing pickaxes, you know, stuff along that line. Here you have All About the Paws, which is basically pet food, because you got the pet store, but they didn't sell any food. So you got Bob's Boats. Come in here, you got your different boats. Those are our speed boats. And then your other boats on display. And then, of course, you got Felicia's Flowers. Little flower shop here. The mall was one of the first really big builds that I did. Paul's Paintings, of course, is that shop that I was talking about, and we're back to square one. Actually, the first store I did in this whole build was McDonald's. And kind of after I did the McDonald's and the Starbucks, ended up doing them all. I've got some houses, some banks, bowling alley. This is one of my favorites here, the GameStop. Excuse me. GameStop has, you know, a couple arcade games. This is your Parrot Dance Dance Revolutions, you know, because parrots like the music. You know, got your big screen TV with your joysticks here to play on. When you come back here, you got the storeroom, but because if you're VIP or if you're an employee here, you get to come up here and do the 3D gaming. Excuse me. This is my 3D game of, I have to remember what the name of it is when I go downstairs, something with the creepers. But the object of the game is to kill all those creepers without destroying your boat so that you can use your boat to get home. Let's see. Oh, when creepers attack, that's the game. I try to kind of throw a little bit of Minecraft and a little bit of real life into my builds. You know, little bit of everything. Farmlandville, Harvest Sun, Village Protector, Crossbow Country, Zombie Takeover, Misfits Miners, Tic Tac Zombie Toes, Enchanting Simulator, Kung Fu Panda Cubs, Quest of the Dragon, The End of the Enderman, Return of the Creepers. Different things along that line. You know, of course, you gotta have a gas station and fireplace and condominiums or townhouses down there, I mean. Welcome to Chili's. Shopping at Kmart. That's just a small taste of my city, and one day I'll actually take a full tour of each of these buildings and put it up there. That way, those that help me create the buildings themselves can see what I've done with the interior if they didn't help me with it. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and You guys have a lovely day. Zuasha signing off.